How you doing, folks? Papa Joe here. Today, Monday, what is this, the 4th? 3rd. Is it the 3rd? I thought you was
I think it's the 4th.
I think it's the 4th. It's Labor Day. Now, I did a little Google search on Labor Day today. Just like, you know, I normally tell you a little bit about each holiday. And the actual history of Labor Day is so screwed up. Nobody can agree on it. Now, it did start back in the 1880s. And it was mostly associated with the railroad and with the Union. And it actually has a very bloody history to it. So y'all might want to go actually do a Google search on Labor Day and educate yourself some about Labor Day. It has not always been about the barbecuing and playing that we do these days. Now today, we're going to be barbecuing, playing a little bit. But that's because I wanted to show some appreciation to the folks that labor around here. This is our son, Robert.
Hey, y'all.
And this is my neighbor, Lakota.
Hello.
They both work out here very hard for us. They're a good work crew. With Grandma as a boss and putting her foot in her butt, I don't have to worry about them slacking off. What's wrong, Grandma? But, you know, today it has really become a way to show appreciation to the workers. It should be, so they give us this great 3-day weekend and all that. And for me and Mom and Michael to show appreciation to these guys, we're going to do a little barbecue today. And in the meantime, I thought that we would just have a little chit-chat and see what these two young laborers can teach some of the other young generation that's coming up out here. Now, Robert, he's like 34, right?
33.
33. And Lakota's now 20?
Yes, sir.
So, we have two different generations there. I guess you're a Y baby and you're an X baby, or whatever they're calling the babies today. A millennium and then a non-millennium, or I can't keep it straight. So,
I don't know. I think I'm Generation X. He's a millennial.
now that explains a lot about you, son. Now I understand.
We're on the cusp of Generation X.
Oh, okay. So what's Labor Day mean to you, Robert? Besides, damn, I get a day off and you don't even get one off this year.
I didn't get a day off.
He didn't.
But yeah, it's to, I think it's to stop and take a break and relax, because you work all year. A lot of people work hard. So you need a little extra day off, and I think this is a government's way of giving that to us.
Giving us a break and recognition. I understand.
Yeah, it's recognizing the holiday and recognizing a break. So that's what I think it is.
I personally think that a lot of one of the, well now actually Cleveland, President Cleveland was the one that was in office when this happened. And there's two different stories there. There's one story that he was trying to rush the holiday through to get it signed and make it an official holiday. The other story is that the railroad and the union and the railroad was fighting, and they was having a lot of deaths and stuff in Chicago, literally, and that the Senate and House, they rushed it through to try to bring a little bit of peace and whatnot. But it was actually a pretty bloody month for all of it. Now to me anymore, and I didn't know that history until I looked it up today. But to me, it's been just a break from working. We all labor so hard. Now, Robert, he's a family man, got children. He has a steady job. That's where he was working at today. I didn't work him today. And, you know, here he is working on Labor Day. So that tells you what his boss thinks of his labor, in my opinion. Lakota, now, he has every weekend dedicated to me. Now, Robert comes over every weekend as well. But Lakota's been coming over every weekend, and you take care of how many places? You got, what, 4 or 5 other jobs?
I got 4 or 5 different jobs, but mostly my main job on a weekend is just helping around and getting this place ready to get fixed up and look nice.
And what he's talking about there, folks, if you go back and watch the videos on simple farming, I have showed videos all along about what we have done here, and we, only because I own the place, these two have been doing the work. If you'll go watch the videos, you'll see how far these two young men have brought this place. And they're doing it on weekends, you know. So that's, and the thing is the reason we want to show them the appreciation we have for them is because both of them, I can tell them a project. This is what I want. And I don't have to worry about it. There's not no babysitting. There ain't no watching them. I don't have to worry about them showing up to work. Oh, 5 minutes late once in a while, but Lakota's getting better. And I tease the dickens out of both of them. Mama will fix them a sausage biscuit for their mid-morning break whenever they take a little break. But I tell them what's up and they go do it. If there's issues, they come and ask me about it. And in today's world, that is so hard to find, especially with people this young man's age. People his age don't know how to work. They don't have work ethics. They have not been taught. Now, Robert, he was taught work ethics growing up, and now he tried to dodge them at his young adolescent age, but didn't we all? But he has matured into a very good man and worker and father. And according to his wife, I ain't going to talk about the husband part, but the kids seem to like him, you know. But now Lakota at 20 years old, that's very hard to find a good worker that you could just cut loose and let them work. So I'm very proud, very pleased with both of them. And this is just our way of showing a thank you to them. So.
And plus, I was started working when I was 12.
Right? And you started late. You should have started when you were 6. Damn it, boy.
I started when I was 12 years old until 12 until now. I got like 5 or 6 odd jobs. Because everyone who hired me, I try to do my best to do a good job for them, but at a certain price. So.
Well, see, now that's leading into what I was going to ask you, is there's a lot of other young workers out here, your age, younger, a little older.
Yeah.
What advice can you give to any of these young people? Because one of my pet peeves is people that say, there's no work, I can't find a job. And you're out here hustling. You've got several places to take care of. That's respectable. What advice can you give to anybody that you might think or to get their ass off the couch and go to work?
If you was my age, have nothing to do, and you want something of your own, you gotta do your own.
You gotta do your part.
Your own earning. Yeah.
Yeah,
Work
earning.
For it. Work
And
for
if you start like $40, like I did, about 12, and build up, I was starting $24 for 5 hours. I worked up till 10 hours and got like $45 or $30.
And that was at the beginning when you first began working?
When you was
How old
14?
were you when you first began working?
12.
That's very respectable.
it. That's a lot of money for a 12-year-old.
Yeah,
for
that
sure.
certainly is. My children need to take a lesson from you. I'm glad about this video. So can you tell us more about that?
I mean,
Now, who was you working for then? Was you just working for your neighbors? Or Because I know right now you take care of some retirement homes. You help take care of
Yeah.
them and whatnot.
I
At that time, was you helping neighbors or what was you doing?
I was working at a complex, like a
Apartments.
apartments, like repainting them, trimming the crepe mortar bushes, and all the people at that apartment sentinel. Just when I start working now, even the one who hired me,
Mhm.
see what I can capable of. He know what I can do since I was working now when I was 12, and I just keep on working now. When I started working now, I do not know how to put a faucet in or bathroom faucet in,
You gained experience.
Yep.
and floor put new tile down, redo a whole bathroom, do a whole toilet.
Well, let me ask you this. How many times have you got other jobs because people see you or someone's told them about your work? That's called a referral.
Yeah.
You know, where I've told Chris about you, our neighbor over here.
Yeah.
How many times have you got other jobs from that? Is that pretty numerous?
Yeah, that's pretty good amount. Cause at the apartments, that's my first job, and now I got like 5.
So you're a little entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You've got it figured out, man.
Well, it's word of mouth.
Exactly.
That's the whole thing out here. Word of mouth. If you're a worker, people need workers. Now, Robert started about 12 years old as well.
We had the landscaping company.
And,
Well, grass cutting company. It wasn't a
him
landscaping
and his
company.
brothers, I would not buy them the fancy clothes and stuff that all the kids was getting then. So they would go out and hustle and do whatever they could down there in Texas during it. Son, what you got to say to anybody?
I mean, we started out at 12 and 13 years old, and yeah, we needed extra money, so we went door to door asking people if they needed their grass cut or what we could do, and we finally made enough money. We talked about it, and we wanted to go in on a lawnmower together so we could charge a little bit more money. And so yeah, that's how we started our landscaping company. And I bought new clothes and shoes that I wanted.
Yep. I'll never forget the Doc Martens.
Oh yeah, yeah. By the time I paid these $100 boots off, they were too small, but they let me exchange them, so that was nice.
Now we're buying shoes for our kids that are too small within a few
Right.
weeks.
Oh yeah.
Well, and that's what I told him when he asked me to buy them. I said, I ain't spending that kind of money on a pair of shoes that you're going to outgrow in 6 months. So he put them on layaway, and it took him 6 months to pay them off. And when he got them, they was too small, and we all had to laugh at his expense.
No, it had only taken
It was a learning though.
A
Was it
little
2
over
months?
2 months to pay off.
Well, that was so long ago, I don't remember. But I know you had to pay on them. Now, what advice can you give the folks about being a good worker?
Oh, just
Integrity.
Have integrity for sure. Wake up early. Be sure that you're ready for what you're about to be doing. Don't go in there not wanting to work, because they'll see that.
So
Complaining.
have the right attitude.
Have the right attitude for sure, because complaining, there's no boss likes a complainer.
Can if I have a second, can you explain to what you would say to our children? Because I know with us having 11, 12, and 5-year-old
You can't
kids,
talk to 'em. What are you
you
talking about?
you can't. But if you thought for a second you could drive it through their heads, what exactly would you say to them about the importance of integrity? Because that's been something in our household for a pretty regular basis right now. Integrity is the most important key that we're trying to drive home to our children right now.
That's
And so
for
I'd
sure.
love to hear you explain to the kids what integrity is and how to example it.
Yeah,
I mean, doing the right thing even when nobody's looking is
good
is,
example.
is
Very good.
is the way that I would put it. Because yeah, I mean, you're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for you. You're not being a good person because somebody else wants you to be a good person. You need to be a good person because it's in your heart, and that's what you want to do. And along with your work ethic. So yeah, even when the boss isn't around, you need to put in 110% for sure.
You certainly need to do what the boss is expecting to do, even when no one's looking.
Exactly.
Well, exactly, and that's why I'm so proud of them. I'm lucky to have them work here because they do have integrity. They do have work ethics. I can just tell them what I want accomplished, and they just do it, and I don't have to worry about it. I've had the other kind of employees, and I have owned 2 or 3 different businesses actually. And getting good employees is so important. It's so hard. So as you can find them, you show them appreciation as you can. Now, you know, there's some days that Roberts came in whining because he's tired, wanting to go home. I dog him, I ain't gonna lie. But by the same token, I understand working 7 days a week. That gets real old. A little glitch there in our programming. Ain't that the professional way to say? Other than that, she screwed up. But I ain't gonna tell y'all she screwed up. She's turning red now. See how bright this shirt is? That's her face right now. But no, I've owned several businesses, and to get good employees is very hard. Getting one that you can just totally rely upon is damn near impossible. So that's why I say I'm very honored to have these 2 young men working for me. And this is just one of our little ways of showing them that we really care. And for those that are out there hollering there's not work, this young man has done proved that you can work. I mean, period. 20 years old, he's been working for 8 years, and people are recommending him to others. That means he's doing a good job. Robert's working 2 jobs to take care of his family.
Technically 3.
Basically 3, that's true, because he does do moonlighting of a night. But you do what you have to do to take care of your family these days. Well, in any days, I did the same stuff. Sometimes you have to work jobs that you don't want. I was the kill man at a slaughterhouse. I hated that job, but it fed my family, you know? So there is work out here if you really want to work. Too many people think that the job is beneath them. There's no job beneath you if you want to take care of your own. If you want to be a man or a woman that stand on their own 2 feet, then you've got to get out there and do what it takes. And you never know, okay? If you go to work at McDonald's, and I hate McDonald's, folks, believe me, it might be worse than Walmart. But if you go to them places and you're doing good work ethics, then you're going to meet people, and it might open the next door. So there's no job beneath you, and in the meantime, guess what? You're making money. Might not be as much as you want, but you're making money. So today on this National Day of Holiday, I want to thank these 2 young men. Thank you, son. Thank you, Lakota. And we're fixing to kick back and barbecue and enjoy the evening and harass each other a little bit. And I hope y'all are having a safe weekend, and that you do labor and understand what it's all about. And share this video with the youngins that you know that needs a little kick in the butt. Maybe this one would do it. Y'all remember, God loves you, and so do I. Y'all have a blessed evening now.